Alright, so happy almost Halloween! Woo! This is gonna be like a Halloween crystal edition. Woo! And the unboxing. So I got almost about 20 crystals to share with you guys. So I thought this would be pretty cool. And I personally really love watching the unboxing videos of all the different crystals and stuff, because everyone has such diverse taste, and like whether it be in like kind of a spiritual way, in like a witchy way, or in like just a therapeutic, artistic, like thinking of them as like art pieces. Everyone has different kinds of tastes, different flavors for different folks. And yeah, so hopefully in this video, there's some crystals maybe you've never heard of, or that you find interesting, maybe even enough to collect. So yeah, let me know in the comments below after if there's any that like jump out at you, or that you thought you'd never heard of before. And yeah, I'll go to the kitchen and show you on the table. There's this huge pile of boxes, and so we're going to bring them into the living room. And Tristan's going to be my what do they call that? Behind the scenes helper. And he's going to pass me some of the packages, and it's going to be a surprise. So, yes, let's get to. And yeah, how many days till Halloween there?
There are 19 days remaining.
19 days. So, I hope you all got your costumes ready. See? I'm a witch. So, yeah. Just for fun, I thought I'd wear a Halloween hat or a witch's hat for Halloween. Get all festive and that with the pumpkins. Woo. So, yeah. To the kitchen. And I'll show you the pile there. Woo! It is a big hat. You literally got to be like super far in order to see it. So, here's the... And look at all them packages. So... yeah, and you may have noticed that some are like opened. Well, because they all are actually, but I had to check beforehand, because sometimes if you order like multiple packages or multiple crystals from one seller, they will send them together. So to do an inventory check basically and make sure that none of them got damaged. So, woo! So yeah, let's get to the unboxing. All right, so we're back in the living room, and we brought all the packages in here, so it's all ready to go. So Tristan's gonna pass me some, and then he'll be the magic guy off camera, and I don't know which ones they're gonna be. So the order and all that is gonna test my memory a little bit too, because I did check them prior just to make sure none of them were broken, but I didn't want it to like be a big struggle to undo the tape. So, oh, cool. Is this one's so cool. Okay. Now, I know it may not look like much in normal lighting, but this is called a petroleum in quartz crystal point, or petroleum included quartz. So there's actually like petroleum oil inside this, which is so cool. I'm just looking around for my little black light thing. Hey, off-camera helper, did you see the black light there? It's like purple.
We are searching.
Well, I may just have to insert a clip after or a picture or something, but it's so cool when it's all lit up, and it's like, oh yeah, cool. Let's see. Let's see. He found it. Cool. So it glows under black light. So let's see. Could you even dim the light for us? Pretty please. Ooh, okay, so see, so no light, and then that's with the light on it, so it glows. It looks so cool, so magical looking, so like Halloween, so like witchy. I thought this one was so awesome, and it's such a cool addition to like any crystal collection. I just think this is like pretty much like a must-have. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, woo! Like, and then lights. Full blast so we can see me. And then yeah, so that's number one. So we're gonna put that on the black towel, and then we'll get to number two. because I don't mean to seem like rushed, but I do only have 13 minutes on my phone apparently. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to clear some stuff because I don't think I can do it in that much time. But let's see. Oh, so this is Amazonite, and this is from a seller called Wangsha. I think I'm saying it right. Is that how you say?
Roughly, yes.
Roughly, Wangsha. And I have to take this Halloween hat off for a moment because it's so hot in that. Okay. Woo, that's better. Okay, so this is super cool. I don't know if you could tell, but it's a little more of a aquamarine color. I'll actually open it now. I haven't actually opened it, so let's see. Out of the packaging. So yeah, it's kind of like an Amazonite, but it's like more kind of like a blue green instead of bright green. Normally it's more of like an evergreen, kind of pine tree green. Whereas when I saw this one, it's like more of like when you say it's kind of like a bluish green. Like I would.
Yes.
I don't know. It's kind of like, it's more green, but it's kind of like a seafoam green. I don't know if that's the right word to use. And it's like gemmy. So the light transparency of it actually shines pretty good through it. So it looks pretty cool. Like that. And Amazonite. What's its chemical formula? I can't remember what it's made out of.
Well, let's just look that up.
Oh, it's actually lead. Lead is what I think is what gives it its color, which is also why I thought this would be super cool to have in the crystal collection. I love also collecting crystal bracelets. So
it is KALSI308.
Cool. I hope you guys got that. That's the chemical formula. But there's lead, right?
No plum bum.
Oh. Well, remember, you gotta do your research, folks. So don't take anything we say. Take everything with a grain of salt. So.
It's potassium.
Potassium. Woo. You sure? Look up like Amazonite lead, because I'm fairly sure. Like,
Amazon. No, still the same.
Amazonite lead, without the word chemical formula.
Amazonite lead. Oh, the color of Amazonite is based on 3 components: lead, water, and radiation.
All right, yeah, I was pretty sure because so there is sometimes some lead, but it's how much? I don't know. You should just remember do your research. It's a simple Google search. But yeah, I'm actually going to wear the bracelets for the rest of the video there, so I think it's pretty cool. On to the next one.
3, 2, 1.
5 minutes. And I've got 2 of them, so I gotta... On to the next one. Alright, so this one is... I remember this one. I do. As soon as I can open it. So this one, when I saw the picture for this, I was just like, oh! Like, it reminds me of something like Kesha would be wearing in like a music video or something. Like, it's so like, or kind of like punk rock, like with the metal. And it's, how do you say? Carnelian. Very similar to red jasper, except it's transparent and it has less banding on it. But I thought it looked absolutely perfect in the photos, and it's perfect in real life as well. Like, the dimensions of it, like if you can see how it's been cut, they're like, I just think that's so neat looking. Like, and with most bracelets don't kind of have that pattern or that design. They kind of remind me of like teeth or something. Very Halloween looking, I think. And I love the color of this. Carnelian is supposed to be very good for like invigorating energies, especially like your root chakra, because of the color red. So as well as like kind of tapping into the sexual energies or like passion, because it's red. So that links to your root chakra. So Very super cool. This bracelet was a little expensive. It was almost $100. It was like $90, something like that. And this one, when we actually opened it, it broke when I first time trying to wear it on my wrist there. So Tristan actually helped me restring it. So, and we tied it pretty good. We got it good. I got it pretty much all fixed there. So that's what it looks like on. And then on to the next one. Some of these are bracelets. Some of them are crystal points. And we got lots of spheres. So, yeah. Ooh, another bracelet. So, this is called, I always wanted to call it Sugar Light, but it's actually like Sugi Light. Sugi? Because like it was discovered in China in like 1944, something like that, by this Dr. Sugi. And so they call it Sugi Light. And it's so cool. It's one of my favorite rocks all time because its purple color helps to link into like the third eye chakra, because that's the color purple. And it has some blue hues here and there in it, although it is mostly purple. And it's like a dark purple. So like if light was being shined upon it, it would be much brighter. But in normal room lighting, it's like almost very similar to like amethyst. But it's a very, very different crystal. And it's actually magnesium, if I'm correct on that. I'm pretty sure it's magnesium that gives it the purple color. So that's pretty cool. Treasure. Alright, let's see what's in the next one here. This is moseying through the packages. So I only got like 4 minutes left in the camera, so I don't have to do like a memory refresh or something. Ooh! Alright, this is so pretty. Brace yourselves for the prettiness. I love this stone. It's so cool. I was even like I actually did keep this stone out for like a day or two because it was so pretty. I just wanted to keep looking at it. And look at this, look at this. I hope the lighting does it justice, if it will focus properly. There we go. It's like blue and purple. And I just mean, I love the like, it's like a dark purple and there's like blue here and there too. Mostly purple, I'd say, but there is some blue here and there. And this was called, plum jade? Yeah, plum blossom jade. Most plum blossom jade is like a very, very bright pink color, whereas this is really like dark purple blue, which they use that term, plum blossom jade, for a lot of different crystals, if it has a certain look. And they do even, it is more common practice in China and Japan to stain or dye stones. And it's more culturally acceptable there. Like it's not like in Western where they'll tend to be super picky. They said this is a natural stone and that it is not dyed. So I'm pretty sure it's natural, but just, you know, on researching specifically plum blossom jade, you'll find that there's a lot of varying colors. And if it's a very, very, very bright pink, then that is stained. Like a lot of things say they're natural, but if it's more one of this dark color, I don't know, it doesn't seem stained to me. And I think it's super beautiful regardless. I think it's so cool. And holder for it. Woo! So yeah, I hope some of these are maybe like new crystals that you guys haven't heard of before. I always love in unboxings hearing about new crystals and seeing them like up close and all that. And I'll try to leave in the description below the seller's names for some of these items. That way, if you're curious for yourself. Ooh, this is it's cool coming right after the other one because I was just saying how it comes in different colors, right? This is also Plum Blossom Jade, but it's the more of the bright pink color. And it's actually a thumb ring, which I thought was so cool. It's like, whoop, little tunnel. But yeah, so it's a thumb ring. It weighs like 44 grams or something like that. But I'll try to get a good up close shot there, if it would focus. But it's got really intricate design and patterning. It's like a nice pink, almost Pepto-Bismol, with like dark cherry red banding in it. And I'm pretty sure that this is a natural piece. I was warning with Plum Blossom Jade that it's often stained or dyed, but this doesn't really show any telltale signs of staining or dyeing. And either way, I think it's super pretty. All right, so welcome back. Sorry about that. Little technical difficulty. But yeah, so in this cup, I've been storing a bunch of bottle caps because I got some spheres. I got a bunch of spheres coming. So these were actually the lid off of the cream, the little cream containers. So you could tell we drink a lot of cream. So yeah, just put those back in the cup there. That was a little messy of me. But yeah, so I had to data transfer all my stuff off of the phone basically, so I've made a lot more room on the phone. So much room, in fact, that the little thing on the top of the phone doesn't even say how much time is remaining. It's just like indefinite. So look forward to that. Oh, and I almost forgot my Halloween mask. So I'll be a Halloween purple eagle for a little bit there. So, let's see what the fates have brought us through postal shipping. Oh, okay, let's memory test. So, anyone out there know what that is? So, I do. I already recall. Because, well, I ordered it, so for me, it's not like, woo, surprise, because for you, hopefully, it's like, woo, surprise, but I ordered this, so one would expect I would be able to recall. This is called Blue Chalcedony. I think that's how you say it. Ooh, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that was. What is that? Oh, that's a piece of cat hair. Disgusting. Sorry, I was just like, what's hanging on my chin? This is the Halloween edition, so. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, but this is kind of like Casper the Ghost, kind of a pale white with a little tint of blue. I mean, I was a little, to be honest, when I first opened this, I got this off of Amazon. I was a tad disappointed because, I mean, this is not from the unboxing video, but this is Blue Chalcedony 2. And I mean, there's quite a stark difference between them. Whereas this is like my favorite, like one of my best specimens of Blue Chalcedony that I have in my whole collection. Whereas this one doesn't really, it's all right. It's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you consider that Blue Chalcedony? Or is that white Chalcedony? You know what I mean? But regardless, it's still pretty cool. It was like, I think it was like $25, something like that. It wasn't too expensive. But I'd say it's a little more white than blue. But it's still really pretty. It's nice crystal. Ooh, and what's next for the packages? Let's see. Ooh, I remember this one. It matches my shirt. And it was in this purple baggie. So, and that's their company there. Kaleni Stones. So, super fancy. It even came in its own like company bag. This was from Amazon. Anyone out there? I bet people are guessing that it's Amazonite, but it's actually green petrified wood. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole explanation of like petrified wood and all that, and I'm actually going to wear this one because I think this is a super cool bracelet. And like, isn't that a really nice color? I mean, it's kind of like a minty green. Like, it really matches my shirt nice there. Love this. And it's chromium that caused the petrified wood is normally kind of a brown, beige color. But if it had chromium present in the groundwater when it was fossilizing, or they call it like silicization, which is basically when silica replaces the biomass. So over a long period of time, it actually completely replaces the original biomass with silica. So it's mostly kind of like a type of quartz, but you can actually see up close like the banding, which I just think is so neat, and that it used to be a living tree, but still also is green. That's just so cool. Like, super happy with this one. Like, it's one of my faves. I give this one like a 10 out of 10, or like above and beyond my expectations. But to the next one. Ooh, this one was like a double packed one. So that's also why I had to open some of them prior to the video, was because some of them I ordered like multiple packages, or like multiple crystals, I mean. So I knew they'd be probably sending some of them parceled together. Whoa, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, look at all the bubble wrap. So much bubble wrap. Ooh, doesn't that look cool? Doesn't that look cool? Ooh, pretty. So yeah, it's this is Chalcedony as well. Chalcedony, however you want to say it. I think the proper way is how?
Chalcedony.
Chalcedony.
They say.
So you better say two, people, unless you want to say it wrong. It's like you say apple, I say apple, but you don't want to be saying apple. It's pronounced apple. Like, oh, and it's like an apple size. Isn't this pretty? I just love this. Chalcedony is known for being a stone of calming, forgiveness, helping with communication because it's blue, so it links to the throat chakra, which it helps in calm communications. So if one is dealing with anger, it's another reason why I can be a bit of a hot temper sometimes. I really find the blue of this stone very, very calming and relaxing. It's not like lapis lazuli. It's almost like a grayish, whitish blue. It has a very distinctive color, Chalcedony. And it does have on the back here a little freckle, little island. Looks like two little islands or an exclamation mark. It says, because that's how beautiful. It's not just beautiful. It's beautiful because it's got an exclamation mark. So isn't that cool? A little freckle. But this was one that I picked out of, like, they had like hundreds of them practically to choose from. And this other one that I have was actually from them as well. And so I had to have a second one because blue chalcedony is like one of my favorite stones. It's so calming, and I just love the energy from it. It's so like color therapy wise. It's like, oh, like this just reminds me of like a giant pearl, like because it's almost white, but it's got like a little tint of blue, like so pretty. And I'll give you one of the sphere holder bottle caps. Woo! Wonder what one's next. Oh, wait. This one had two. I almost forgot. I was like, my bad. Ooh. So much bubble wrap that keeps it safer. so much bubble wrap so it doesn't break in the mail. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, see if you guys can guess in the comment section below before I say it. Like when I say it, you better not be commenting and being like, "Oh, I knew that," when you didn't. You liars. You better only if you're honest. Okay. Okay. I'm so sternly. Huh? I'm like, so yeah. What do you guys think? I'll give you like 2 more seconds, and then I'll say. It's called Unicorn Stone, which I thought, like, for a Halloween unboxing, how magical of a name is but a unicorn stone, right? And its composition is so unique because it's actually a conglomerate stone of many stones. So the purple is lepidolite. And purple would obviously link into like the third eye and the chakra and all the third eye chakra and all that. Pretty sure the white is like quartz. So there's quartz and lepidolite. And lepidolite is a type of mica, but it's like a purpley pink mica. And then there's black mica, which is pretty cool. Biotite mica. And then the pink is pink tourmaline. So when you have those all in conjunction with each other, that's unicorn stone. And I just thought this was such a pretty specimen piece. Like, I'll give it a little rotate there so you guys can see me close up. I just love the detailing of this, and like it's I hope this is a good enough close up to show you guys. But isn't that pretty? Unicorn stone. Isn't that neat? Let's see what's next. Ooh, okay. This one was so cool. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the table here. And they gave so much. I was so surprised. Like, mask off for this one because not only is that uncomfortable, but just to revert to normal. I don't have to be all Halloween-y the whole video. Got my little witch hat here in the corner. So there we go for the decorative purposes. There we go. It's nice and Halloween. Okay, so I thought this was so cool. This is from Familiar Scents, okay? I thought this was so cool. It even said that your gifts include an extra blue chalcedony heart, a blue lace agate slice, angelite, 2 chevron amethysts, and a quartz tumblestone, which I was just like, oh, because like I only ordered one thing and they sent like so many things. So I'll just show you that little run through with the package, with what they sent. So here's the clear quartz tumble, which is like perfectly clear. It's like it looks like a little water droplet. Isn't that cute? I just think that's so cool. That's so nice. And then this was a bag of the freebies, or like the surprise crystals. Let me actually just put this here. That makes more sense that way. Okay, so in this bag, it was all the little freebie ones, which, like, I thought that was so nice of them to send all this stuff extra. Like, I was not expecting that at all. So, like, thank you so much to Gina and Linny. It's so nice of them. This is the blue lace agate slice. Sorry, it's not focusing properly there, but showing the color of it at least. And it's got cool banding. It's a nice tumblestone. It is kind of missing its little point there, but it's polished, so it's kind of like an irregular square shape. But it's polished there. It's not sharp or anything, so I still super love this. I think it's so pretty. And it's blue lace agate, which blue lace agate is actually one of my favorite stones because the color of it, it's like a pale grayish blue. Super pretty. And then the angelite which is, I don't even have any Angelite in my collection, so I thought that was really super nice of them to send this as like a little bonus extra surprise. Sorry the focus keeps going in and out, so that might be giving some of you a headache. I do apologize. But yes, so the blue Angelite, I thought that was so cool as an extra little surprise. And then the 2 little chevron amethyst, which I also don't have any of these in my crystal collection. And I love collecting rocks and minerals and cool crystals. And yeah, and these were ones I didn't have in my collection. So, well, I do have blue lace in my collection already, but not these other ones. So that was so nice surprise. Just want to put them on the bag after, and then we'll. Oh, and then the hearts. I didn't even the main thing. This was so shocking to me, like because it was a little expensive. It was like $85, I believe, something like that, almost $90 for one of these hearts. Because blue chalcedony or blue chalcedony isn't that rare of a rock, but with rocks and minerals they throw that term out quite a lot. But it is a fairly uncommon rock, especially to have like one that doesn't have like freckles or inclusions in it, like one that is like gem quality. And this is like the one that I ordered, and they sent 2 of them. I mean, I thought that was so nice of them. Like, and all those like little freebie things that I showed you. Like, I thought that was so nice of them. I mean, that's so cool. Like, it was 2 for the price of 1, and I didn't even like know that. It was just a surprise. And like opening that, like thank you so much for Million Cents. That was really like because blue chalcedony is one of my favorite stones. It's I'll probably do a video on this at a later date showing, but there's really cool optical effects that the blue chalcedony doesn't actually have like blue. It's actually caused from I think they call it Ray-Lee light scattering effect, and it's actually the same effect as the sky, or like people with blue eyes, the light scattering causes like the illusion of blue when there isn't actually blue pigment there, like how blue lapis lazuli or like blue sodalite, that's blue, or like blue, like a blue sapphire, if you were to shine a light through it, it would be very, very blue. Whereas with this, if you shine a light through it, it would actually be like pink, because its beryl, its composition is like morganite. Morganite is in the microcrystalline quartz, which is SiO2. And what I find really cool is morganite is pink. So when the light is being like just on its surface, it shows it as being blue. But if the light was to be going through the back side of it, through the front, like illuminating it, it would make it look pink. Maybe I'll show that. I'll show that probably in another video, like just on blue chalcedony, and I'll show like my whole collection of blue chalcedony pieces. And then what's next? There's so many goodies. So many boxes. Oh. All right. What is this one? What is this one? Oh, I bet blue chalcedony. Or is that how you say it? Blue chalcedony?
I prefer chalcedony, but it is chalcedony.
Chalcedony. Just remember like the name Sydney. Do you ever know someone named Sydney? You ever been to Sydney? Isn't that a place? Huh? You ever been to Sydney? Chalcedony. That's how you'll remember it. But yeah, I thought this was super cool. This was a really good deal. This was literally only like, I think it was like $10 or $15. Now, they are just beads, okay? And it's not long enough to make a bracelet out of. So I'm not really sure. I'll probably actually just keep them in this form. I could make a bracelet if I like doubled it up with like some clear beads in between them. But yeah, more blue chalcedony. Pretty. And then we got another box. Another box. I wonder what's in this one. Because I don't remember, okay? And Tristan's just like passing them to me at random kind of stuff. This is like a major memory test for me. We're having to remember all these crystal names. Ooh. Ooh. You ready? Y'all ready for this? And as you can see, I didn't even take the wrapping off it. So like I haven't actually even seen this one. So this one is one of the true unboxings. No spoiling the surprise here. Ooh, so let's just give you guys a moment to take it all in there. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! What is that? Holy jeepers! Ain't that pretty? So it's like a blue, dark teal with a quartz with green moss agate. I believe this was actually called water grass agate. Now there are lots of forms of agate. It's very beautiful stone. I really like the coloring here. And I love how it has that little island of green. I just think that that's so pretty. And then it has like a darker side that's like this darker teal blue. Try to give you a good close up there. And then there's like the little island. Beautiful. Isn't that really cool coloring? I thought that'd be so nice to add into the crystal collection. And I love agates. It's a really cool, because it had, like I said, there's so many colors that it can come in. Like ocean jasper, for example. Jasper is almost the same thing as an agate. It's just that it's not non-transparent. Whereas this I wouldn't really consider very transparent. So it really, it's a bit of, it's kind of up to the there can be a little bit of variance to the naming. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. Water grass agate. That's what it was. Water grass. Because the green and the blue, basically. Oh, and that one actually came with a little stand. The water grass. Water grass came with its own little stand. None of the other ones did, so I've been using the creamery bottle caps. But yeah, okay. Let's see. They always do such a good job. Like I've pretty much like almost never had a crystal get damaged in shipping. Like, which is pretty awesome. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Now, I don't know if the shimmer is going to come off really awesome there. I got it. Tristan, can I borrow your phone? Could you put it on the torch mode? And then I have to show you guys with the torch. Like, thank you. Because, like, hopefully I'll be able to get some of the shimmer to show. It's very reminiscent of... Oh, there we go. There's some. It's very reminiscent of labradorite with a sheen to it. Sorry, the camera is not doing it justice to how beautiful it is in real life. The shimmer is, well, yeah, you can see. It's like a steely gray blue color, like metallic blue. Really pretty. I think this is so cool. Like, it kind of just looks black, right? But then from certain angles, there's like all these flashes of color. There we go. There, that's cool. all about the angle, so I had to kind of figure out how to get the lighting angle, but this is called astrophyllite. Sorry. So, thank you. So that's called astrophyllite. And I just thought this was super interesting as like a specimen piece to have in the collection, because from far away it just looks kind of like black obsidian, but it kind of holds within it a surprise. So like that flash, I can see it with my eyes under this lighting, but the camera seems to kind of struggle to pick it up. But you saw when it had the torchlight on it, how beautiful it can be under like brighter lighting. And I can see in this lighting, but it's just, the more light the better. Like same with labradorite, if it's got like a flash that's really interesting, like a blue or green or pink or purple. But I really have like blue rocks, and I thought this was so cool that it has like a blue flash hidden within like this black, like it looks like black obsidian, but it's astrophyllite, which the name actually means like aster, star, and then similar to phylum, which means like the plant phylum, like plant kingdom. So because the person who, I can't remember the person who found it, like their name, but I remember that the person was like a botanist, something like that. They weren't actually like a geologist. They were more of into botany and plants. But when they discovered this, they thought that it looked like shimmering leaves. So like astrophyllite, like, which is so cool. I just love it's very grounding stone. And the blue, again, is for like the throat chakra, so like communications, but also very protective, just like black onyx. It will have a very protective nature. So, yeah, as compared to the blue chalcedony, it's calming, but it's also a lot more grounding. Bottle cap, bottle cap. I got a bottle cap, bottle cap. Bum. Okay, and then let's see what this one is. Ooh, this one's another one of those twofers. It's got two in it. Okay. Ooh, okay. This one's one of those scary Halloween crystals, where it's truly scary for Halloween, because like, I'm actually, and this one I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. The plastic will stay on. It's gotta wear a rubber. Like, it's not safe. Okay, because this is called realgar. Realgar ore. And now, realgar is actually only the red that you're seeing, like the little, focus, the little bits of red. Sorry, technical difficulty, but there, you can see the little bits of red in it. It's arsenic, so super like biohazard. Like arsenic is one of the most poisonous like elements out there. So you really want to, this isn't really a stone that you want to handle, and if you ever did handle it, you should maybe wear gloves and wash your hands immediately after. Now, the yellow that's in it is a crystal called augumite, and both of them are arsenic-bearing ore. So, yeah, like industries and stuff, like mining companies actually like mine this stuff for the arsenic that's in it. So, I thought that was really cool, though, as like a crystal point. The coloring in this is just so cool. And it's got greens and whites and bright yellow and like black and like an olive green. I just thought that's so pretty. Like, if you look on eBay and stuff, you can find realgar crystals that are like just the red there. But I thought it was actually like even more interesting, just the ore. and it was actually cheaper. I think this was only like $10 or $15. So super awesome, and really happy that it arrived like with the plastic and that all in it. Like, so super awesome for the packaging. Arsenic. Mm. Okay, got so many crystals. Maybe we might get a guest star, I'm not sure. I mean, other than the Tristan, my off-camera helper. Like, oh, this is another one of those ones that, like, I hadn't actually even, like, truly opened it or seen it without its plastic, because I had to check off the list what ones were going to arrive, you know? So, this one is called, Que Sera Stone. Like, Que Sera, Sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que Sera Stone. So that's what this stone is called. And it's, I'm pretty sure the blue is like blue quartz or something, like dumortierite. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, so Que Sera Stone, very grounding. Again, blue for communication, blue for calming, the black for protection, and like the white kind of grayish granite color is for like centering oneself, and you know, not over meeting one's expectations, because you know, like Que Sera, like the song, whatever will be, Que Sera, Sera. Just pause there for a second. Alright, so to continue with the unboxing, we got lots of packages. There's still like 5 more to go. Oh my goodness, like this is turning into quite a long video. I'm gonna have to do some editing and make this probably a 3-parter. So let's see what's in this one, shall we? So I can see it has a spear stand holder. So it's gonna be probably a spear. Let's find out. Let's find out together, shall we? Bubble wrap. It keeps it safe in your mail until it gets here. And we just go. Just kidding. We have to go to care. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Can you tell what it is? And it still has its plastic on. Oh, it's a little umbilical cord. Isn't that disgusting? It's being born into the world of the crystals. Ooh, what does the sticker say? I'm always curious as to the stickers. It's A107. Sounds like a radio station or something. Okay, so this is also water grass agate. So mostly quartz, and maybe chromium or something, giving it the green. And there's blue in it as well. So blue chalcedony in there. But it wouldn't really be considered chalcedony when it's like in a conglomerate form like this. Or you could just say blue agate. And so it's they call this not ocean agate. Not actually sure why. If you look up ocean agate, it looks different than this, basically. Whereas the water grass tends to have the blue and the green. This one is a little bit of a different kind of piece because, look at that. Look at that. Hey, and Tristan, can you shine your torchlight on this from like right over here? I bet it'll look so cool. Because there's a quartz cave in this crystal. Right. Put it like, Yeah, look at that. And it's got a nice shimmer and glitter. And I thought this was such an interesting piece because I seldom see that in the agates where there's so much quartz that you can actually see where the quartz, like groups with like. And so there's like this little cave of quartz crystals there. Thank you. And yeah, so I just thought this so pretty. And so like it has like a mostly white side with like these veins of green. And then like there's little blue here and there. It's just like, oh, it just looks like an alien planet or something, Isn't that just so weird looking, but beautiful at the same time? Like, oh, so pretty. And I normally don't like when there's those little cave things, but with this one, just because it's like clear quartz in a little cave and the way it sparkles, I just think that's so cute. Like, yeah. So cool. I love this. This is so, so, so awesome, crystal. I hope this inspires some of you people out there for the Halloween season. Maybe buy yourself some Halloween crystals instead of candy, Rock candy. Okay. Sorry, I know. Bad jokes. Sorry. Mineral humor. It's minimal. Okay, let's see what this one is. Okay. Again, I see it comes with a wooden sphere holder, so I bet we're in for a sphere. Lately, I have a thing for spheres. The roundness of them. And they're supposed to send their energy. I'm sure all you crystal people out there are well aware of this already. But they're supposed to send their energies out in every direction. So if it's calming, it's supposed to fill the room more with calm. It's not supposed to direct the energy at anywhere specific. And being a sphere or circular, that makes it more of a feminine energy as opposed to a crystal point, which is more masculine. Like straight lines and edges are more masculine energy, whereas spheres have more of a nurturing vibe. Ooh! Again, this is one that has the plastic still on it, so I hadn't actually even seen this one at all, because it's got so much plastic on it here. I could tell it wasn't damaged, and I just needed to check off the list of what crystal had arrived. That way, when they all arrived, I could do the video. This one is A36. Sounds like a bid. A36. 7-Eleven, 11, gone. Sold to Billy. I love eBay, by the way. eBay is it's addictive. I mean, I hear people talking about, it's so pretty with all the wrapping of it. Oh, isn't this cool? I just think this is so pretty. Let's see if I can find it. Where was it? I can't seem to find the face. Oh, I remember that it had... Oh, there they are. Okay. Do you see the face? So there could be these are eyes. And there's the smiley there. I just thought that this was super Halloween-y, kind of gave me creepy vibes, but in a Casper the Ghost, his creepy uncles or whatever, where they never really pose much harm, but they're just goofy, and see, it even has little nostrils for his nose. He's got a grin. You see the faces? I just love rocks that get your imagination, your creative side thinking. And I thought this was a very appropriate Halloween stone. I'm trying to remember the name for this one. Give me a moment there. I might have to edit, crop out my badur moment. Remembering its name. What is your name, Stone? One moment, please. All right. I checked eBay because I was like totally drawing a blank. It's called Green-Eyed Kambaba Jasper. Now I do remember the details behind this stone. It was tested in laboratory studies, and if you actually look up this rock, they say that it's like a fossilized algae or like a stromatolite. But that turned out to be not true, okay? So this is actually like an igneous volcanic rock. And the green is, I think it was like olivine or like pyroxene, something like that. But basically the green little dots or eyes are crystals. Or sorry, amphibole. Pretty sure it was actually amphibole. But regardless, it's beautiful. And I just wanted to let you guys know, though, that like the research that was done behind this stone turned out that it's not like an ancient, a lot of places say it's like an ancient fossil stone. So that it like links to like Gaia in terms of like the plant kingdom, because it's like has like fossilized algae in it. But that turned out to not be true from like lab analysis. So it's still beautiful. Was of volcanic origin. So like the magma cooled, as the crystals were forming. But that's why there's all these swirls and stuff in it, because it didn't really fully get to crystallize before becoming fully solid. Like if it would have had cooled at a slower rate, much more, there would, and what I thought was so cool about this specimen is that if you look up Kambaba jasper, most Kambaba jasper actually has a lot of these like circles in them, whereas this one has a lot more of this like green, smoky kind of like effect through it. And I just think it looks so cool. It's so Halloween looking and like kind of creepy, but like kind of calming and beautiful. Like there's another stone that's called Nova Stone that has a mostly black background, but with these green eyes. So it looks just kind of like if there was the green eyes on black only. And that's a totally different stone. But apparently, like that lab study that I read compared them because of this. They're often seen as they're very, very similar looking. Turned out they're pretty much actually the same thing, except that like they're from different origins on the planet. So like one was from like Madagascar and the other's from like India or something. But the chemical composition was pretty much the same, other than one is predominantly green and the other one has a more predominantly black background, whereas this piece has kind of like both contained in it, and it has those like creepy faces in it, like those little, with all the little eyes. So yeah, I hope some of these crystals you haven't heard of and are maybe like fun to learn about new crystals. So, this one, I remember this one. The Amazon thing. See how it's supposed to imply a smile? Well, I was more like this. I was more sad. Because, see how sad the package is? It's like, I arrived wrong. Sorry. But you can see the face. I thought that was cute. So I remember this. It was a, and that's much too warm. I'm going to take that off. So I ordered this, and it was a Blue Chalcedony massage wand. And it wasn't like super cheap. It was like $45. And I kind of, blue chalcedony. Okay, so like, remember this? And the camera is not making it look, it looks much bluer in real life. The camera's kind of washing it out a little bit, but just remember this is blue chalcedony here, okay? So, a blue chalcedony massage wand. And they did do a good job packing it, I will admit. Like, otherwise it was pretty nice, but then it's like, isn't that like white? I mean, like, right? Like, I don't know. You guys let me know, because I was pretty sure I want to return this, like, because it just looks like white. Like it's whiter than my teeth. Like, it's just white. Like, it's like this, like, and it has a little blue tip on, like, you see how, like, there's a little bit of a blue tip, but like barely. Sorry, the camera is having a hard time focusing, but it's like, yeah, like, this is like, I was really disappointed with this. This was like the only one of the whole lot that I was like disappointed with. So much so that, like, I wanted to return, because it's like, I didn't order a white chalcedony massage wand. I ordered a blue chalcedony massage wand. I mean, it was a little irritating, but yeah. And then there's just two more to show you, and I didn't want to like damage them. So, and they're not that they're super fragile, but just to save on time, the last two I'm just going to show you like this. So, are you ready? Drum roll. Ooh. So, let's look at this. I was so impressed with this. Like, and I love this. It's so crystal clear. Like, look, you can see me through it. Isn't that cool? Like, and it's like pretty crystal clear, right? I mean, like, you're not like, Happy Halloween. Sorry, I know it's not for like another like 2.5 weeks, but this is called Blue Angel Feather Quartz, and there is like amphibole, which is like a magnesium silicate, basically. So like the chemical formula is coming up in a moment, but there's actually in this quartz little amphibole hairs that let's see if Tristan will shine a light on this. We'll see if we can see the blue hairs. And I have not shined a light on it, so, and it might need to be more, actually just if you pass me it, I can, let's see if I can get the angle. Do you see those hairs? Do you see the hairs? Isn't that cool? So like without light, you'd never think that it just looks pretty much clear. But then when you shine light on it, there's like these blue fibers, and that's like the angel feather, which I just think is so cool. Like, this stone is supposed to help with, like, spiritual work, and like, and also like with the blue, so like linking to communication and a sense of calm, as well as like kind of a forgiving energy. Ooh, look at it when the light's behind it, and crazy. So pretty. I just think this is such a cool crystal. And yeah, I hadn't shined the light on it like this to see. I've been saving that for the video. So I think it looks really cool. And yeah, I think this was a super good find. It was a little expensive because it has such high clarity and it's so like crystal clear. I mean, as you saw under the light, it has a few like inclusions, or sometimes called feathering, which is like microcrystalline quartz, but it's like so minimal that it's like pretty much like it just looks like a little bubble, and I just love that, like angel feather quartz. Isn't that just so pretty? Like, oh, like it was like about like $110 something, or $120. So by no means was it like cheap or inexpensive, but I mean, it's affordable. Like, I mean, almost anyone out there, if you just save a little here, a little there, this is an affordable stone. And quartz, which is, it's predominantly quartz, but the blue angel feather hair, the angel feather in it is blue amphibole, which is like magnesium. So I just think that's really cool. That's like, and this is one of my favorite all-time crystals. It can just stay there, and then I'll show you the last one now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Now this one. Oh, are you ready for this? It's so amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. See, I saved the best one for last, so people who stuck around got to see the last one. Look how clear that is. Look at my giant mouth through the crystal. But, yeah, and remember to subscribe if you like my little crystal videos, because I'll make some more there. So I do have more actually coming in the mail, but I thought that this was more than enough to do an unboxing, and I didn't want all those boxes piling up on the kitchen table forever. So I wanted these beautiful crystals to be on display in the home and bring their energies throughout the house. And the blue angel feather quartz is like one of my all-time favorite crystals, because quartz in itself is a very abundant crystal, but it's very hard to find ones of such crystal clear clarity. And I mean, I got this one for such a good price. Like, thank you so much to the seller. I mean, like, I'll put links for some of the items with the seller that I got them from. So any of the items I showed you, if you're curious of them, if you check in the description box below, I'll put like the item name, so like the crystal, and then the seller. So like, and I'll say if it was from eBay or Amazon, and then just the seller name. So if you want to find it yourself, or one very similar to it, then you can do that. You're welcome. So yeah, this one was packaged so well. They even had like a special styrofoam thing over the crystal point that was like shaped as the crystal point, just so it wouldn't get damaged in transit. And I mean, this also has the angel feather hair in it, which I'll show you in just a moment. But, oh, like I know it has like this little like lightning bolt thing coming up the middle, but I like that about it. Like, I don't think it distracts or detracts from the beauty of the crystal. Like, it's still pretty transparent. And wow, I mean, it was like 650 grams is how much it weighs, and it was $120. Like, so it was also like the same price as the other one, which this one was 250 grams, something about that. So this one's more than double the weight, and a really cool crystal point, which unfortunately doesn't stand. So if you see the bottom of it is natural and like unpolished or anything. So like that's how it actually was in like nature, which I just think is so cool. But in the pictures they did show it standing, and like if you see, like it does like stand in my hand, and it would even stand like on the couch or on like foam, but it doesn't stand on wood, which like most things are like that. So I was a little surprised that it didn't actually stand, but I made a stand for it. So, which I'll show you. I actually custom made this really cool wooden stand that it like fits perfectly in like a glove. And when it's in there, it can't fall over. Like it can't, even if you knock on it, it like locks in place. And yeah, so I'm going to show you that as a close-up, and then that will pretty much conclude the crystal video. Hit the like button and all that, and if you like this video, and if any of these crystals were like new crystals that you had not heard of before, or just that you thought were interesting, let me know in the comments below what your favorite ones were. Yeah, and so I'm going to go show you the close-up now, and a little surprise. All right, so here is this the crystal, and as you can see, like I'll give you an aerial perspective. I carved out that shape. Now I didn't, as you can see, there's a little teeny bit, like, it's not like perfect, but it pretty much fits in, like it slides in place perfectly, and that's good enough. I did that with a drill, okay? So just a drill and like a little sander, I was able to pretty much make it so that it fits like a glove. And so, and it's stable, like it won't tip over or anything, and it's really strong. And I just love this wooden box, and there's a surprise in the box. Okay, so if you wanna hit the lights, so to speak, then we'll if you point it at it, yeah, wow, isn't that cool? So I put a light in it. There's a little like LED with a remote controller, which Tristan has over there. And yeah, so it even can dim, like it has like multi-modes, which is just so cool. And I just love this, like, that's like, just pick one, it's fine. And that's cool, eh? Not pretty? And you can see the blue angel hair in it. And the light was from like the dollar store and was literally only $2.50. So even if like it breaks over time or like the remote control doesn't work, it's so easy to like get another one. Like it wouldn't really be a big deal. And the wooden box was also literally only, it was either $3.99 or $4.99. And look at that, how cool of a stand. I mean, I had to save my favorite one for last. So, yeah, this one is actually going, I know where this crystal's going after. It's going right beside my bed as like a nighttime lamp. So, yeah, so here's all the crystals laid out there. I hope you found this little video entertaining, and happy almost Halloween. So many cool colors. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, bye for now.